What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Bullish Nerd. Today we're going to be looking at Solana, and we're going to talk about what the technicals are showing, Solana's utility and fundamentals. Also go over what's buzzing around Solana, some media topics. I'm going to give my personal take on Solana, what I think, and also some possible comparisons to some other coins in the same sectors, right? And then just take a look at where Solana could be headed in the next 3 months or so. Let's get into it. So as you see here, we're on the 1 hour chart, and we're looking at Solana USD. This covers over the week as well. So we're on the weekly chart, looking at the 1 hour time frame. So let's take a look at what's been going on with Solana. As you can see, it rallied up to about 245, 250, but it faced some resistance here. After failing to break this level, break above this level here, 250, and I pulled back down to 236, and 235, 240, right? And this is where we're currently consolidating. You see the sideways movement here. As a key support zone, I would say we're looking at 230, 232 is going to be our key support zone. This is acting like a floor, as we can see for Solana right now. It's bounced this level a few times, right? As you can see, it's touched this support zone a few times. Showing that buyers are defending, the market right now for Solana, right? So it's not necessarily a bad indicator here, but resistance is clearly, 245, 250. If we do see a break above this resistance zone, then that's definitely a bullish breakout for sure. So something to keep your eye on. And as far as volume, we can clearly see, some volume spikes, mostly on the downtrend, right? Which kind of indicates, sell pressure, a lot more than upswings, which is, suggesting, like weakness in the strength, if that makes sense. But anyway, let's get back into it. So we're currently looking at a consolidation zone right now. This suggests that this is buyers and sellers trying to decide what's going to happen next. So the market is in like a decision phase right now. Something to note. Anytime you see this sideways movement, this is a clear indicator of consolidation. It's either going to break above and shoot back up, or fall back down, right? Time will tell the next direction that Solana is going to take. Looking at this chart, let's talk fundamentals, right? And why Solana still has a strong upside, and what gives it utility. So first point I would say is high TPS and low fees. Solana's fast transaction speed and low cost give it an edge in the market, especially for DeFi projects, NFTs, and gaming ecosystems. Ecosystem growth is definitely something to touch on, right? Many new projects are launching on the Solana network, NFTs, Web3, a lot of apps, stable coins, and layer 2 scaling solutions. They're all staying active in the Solana Solana network, right? Tokenomics. Solana has ongoing token supply. It has an ongoing token supply burn, right? Mostly because of fees and inflation control as well. So it's not deflationary like some coins, but its usage model means that more coins get used up over time. So we also see some developer activity with Solana. It continues to attract devs, updates in network, reliability, the infrastructure patches, and it's all helping increase the trust of Solana network. So that's also a good sign. Competition, I would say Solana does have some rivals like Sui, like Arbitrum, maybe some of the newer chains, but it's high, it's high and wide ecosystem gives it a leg up, right? But alongside all of that, some things are happening with Solana in the media and the news, and throughout the community and stuff, right? So what people are saying now, you got some things going on with seeing something about Pantera Capital recently stated that Solana is their biggest crypto holding, right? So that's definitely a good sign. I think it was like $1.1 billion invested in Solana. So that's like making up 23% of their assets, right? That's a strong signal for institutional money. That's a very good sign. There's been chatter about Solana scaling improvements, upcoming dApp launches, and high-profile NFTs, returning to Solana after migrating away due to the fees on other chains and stuff. So that's also a good sign for Solana. That's a good outcome. Some concerns might be, I would say, network congestion, which has happened in the past with Solana. Occasional outages or downtime. So Solana people know these risks, right? This is really nothing new. But also in times of macro sentiment, is risk off, right? Solana tends to get hit harder more than stable coins. Here's my read on Solana. If I had to rate Solana, I would, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give Solana 7.5 out of 10. Why 7.5? Honestly, Solana, I really like Solana as a project, as a coin. It has good fundamentals, strong ecosystem. It has a decent amount of institutional interest, but it's not risk-free. Nothing is. Its resistance levels are they're being tested. Volatility is high. Is not the safest coin, but the reward potential can be real if we break above that key resistance zone of 250. So no reward without risk, right? I would say the best coins to compare Solana to would be Sui and Arbitrum, right? Sui, very fast, good dev community, but a smaller ecosystem. It might be more volatile and speculative if you want big gains, right? Maybe Sui has more upside, but it also comes with downside risk. So onto Arbitrum, I would say it's a strong layer 2. Lots of apps, more stable than speculative chains. Maybe less explosive though. It's not too much movement with Arbitrum currently compared to Sol. For now, we'll see. But it could hold value better in a downturn scenario. So honestly, I think that puts Solana right in the middle. More upside than some, more risk than more stable coins. So I think a bullish scenario for Solana, if Sol breaks above this 250 zone here, if we see a breakout above this resistance level of 250, I definitely see Solana pushing up to 300. It could even be over 300, 320, right? With institutional interest and strong dApp growth, maybe 320, 325 if macro conditions stay favorable. Stuff like low interest, crypto-friendly regulations, so on and so forth. A bullish scenario, if it fails again at this resistance level of 250, and loses the 230 support, the support zone here, and if it fails at the 250 and loses this support, on a bearish scenario, I see this going down to 200, 210. Prolonged macro, weakness or risk off environment could push it even lower, right? And especially if BTC takes a hit. I said in a recent video that it's good to use BTC as a compass, right? Because everything pretty much crypto follows BTC. It's a lot of it's a big driver for the market, right? A lot of dominance. So couple things to note, key levels to watch here for Solana if you're interested in Solana. Key support zone 230, 232. Resistance, you're looking at 245, 250. A breakout target, a bullish target would be above this 250 upwards to 300. Downside risk, we're looking at anywhere between 210 and 200. So that's just some key levels to watch if you're interested in Solana or if you're holding Solana. And that's my full take on Solana. Technicals, the fundamentals, the media buzz, comparisons, where I think Solana is headed. If you're trading Solana or invested in Solana, watch those levels that I just noted. I believe it's still got a lot of strong potential, but it needs to break that resistance level clearly, a clear breakout. So if you like this breakdown, please hit the like button, subscribe to Bullish Nerd, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Solana your pick right now, or are you looking at safer coins? Just let me know. I'll catch you on the next one.